Okay, well, I think this is the video.
Okay.
Let's try that.
What is it?
Get a better system eventually. Yeah. Okay, cool. Just like a little story about it or something. Okay, what did I have last time? Okay, gentlemen.
Okay.
Good to go. Hit the mic this time, but I can hear you guys pretty well. I think we're good. Except for that. Cool. Oh, what to listen to? Some start the mood right away. You guys hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I just realized that the volume's going to affect it for me. Oh, well. Okay. So you guys, we're just going to hop right into it with all the viewers who don't know at all what the fuck is happening. And especially you guys.
Especially us.
Nigel.
Let's send it.
Completely new. And John, you were pretty much completely new. You haven't even swung a sword yet. Technically, you played with me though before. Okay. So the setting that I told you guys you woke up in. So whatever you guys just experienced, whatever lives you were just living, you know, wake up. It's dark. Smells of sweat and medication, like grandma's Bengay. And but it's drippy in this room. You hear screaming and echoing, and you can't move out of this bed. You're strapped to it, and that's what's going on.
I would like to test the strength of these straps with which I am tied down with.
Okay. You can do a strength check and add your modifier.
Okay. Whole body or?
Ah, damn. Can I do an athletics check instead of a strength?
Yeah. Make that an athletics.
Sweet. That's gonna be 13.
And anything above a 1 should do it. You. How does it happen? You easily rip through him
Yeah, I just
as dramatically as
knowing
you
that I'm
want.
really strong in the arm. I'm just gonna kind of like butterfly these straps off, and sit up and try to get my bearings using my my dark vision that allows me to see in low light as I peer around the room.
Okay. Well, you see. Yeah, I feel like the master volume isn't working for me right now. Adjusting master volume is not doing it. It's way too loud. I don't want to drown you guys out. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Well, it's still the same. I mean, the guy right next to you, to your left, he doesn't notice you at all. But there's a woman, an elderly woman, strapped to in the bed to the right of you. She's looking at you and she's saying, "Help me! Help me! Help me! Get me out of here! Get me out of here!" And
I'm going to undo my foot straps.
okay, yeah. You are completely with the same strength as before. You rip off the constraints with ease, as if they never even expected the strength of a dwarf to be confined in this bed. John, what are you doing?
I'm asking for help because I can't get these off.
So pretty calmly in that tone.
I would like to look at the very
Help,
calm
get these
voice
off.
asking for help to get these off.
You look at the woman. And
Yeah,
you just
she kind of fits in with this setting, and then the calm guy, he catches your eye. All right, so you notice the calm guy in this spooky place.
What do I see when I look at this calm guy?
You look at me just nodding to you, and then I say, "Help me."
What do you look like, John?
Oh, I look like I haven't eaten in 3 days, and I'm just wearing rags. Wait, am I?
Yeah.
Do I see pointed ears?
Yes, you do.
You do.
All right. So seeing the pointed ears, I'm gonna kind of laugh. You can go ahead and find your own way out, Elf. And I'm gonna go over to the old lady, and I'm gonna begin helping her undo her straps and trying to calm her.
Okay, so John, okay, Nigel, tell John what you see. Wait, no, I mean, yeah. What do you look like to John?
Yeah, so John, when you look at me, you would see a very, very stout individual with kind of reddish blonde hair that's in braids and a really, really long beard that comes down to about the belly button. It's a very kind of ripped,
Okay.
dwarfen-looking individual with these kind of light blue runic tattoos strewn about his body.
Okay.
I'm probably naked. I don't know how I imagine I'm naked besides the straight jacket.
Sure, you can be naked if you want to be naked.
No, I won't
How
go.
that works.
He's
to confiscate my stuff.
He's a stout with extremely dwarven features, almost as if this stout, when it probably got admitted to this facility, it probably was saying things like it thought it was a dwarf, and then people didn't take him seriously or something, so they thought they'd investigate. But yeah, it's definitely a stout.
Yeah.
But it seems to really behave like a dwarf.
Oh, I'm also a high elf now, apparently.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
so I look beautiful, but I just have kind of bloodshot eyes.
Is a stout a halfling? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Ah, gross.
Yes.
No, I'm stoked. I feel really, really weird, and I still maintain my racial bias against elves.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. But
I'm gonna
so
help this
so
old
you're
lady
just
out.
as racist as a dwarf, but you look like a hobbit.
Yeah, right. I'm a little hobbit.
That's good.
So I'm even smaller then,
Yeah,
but I have
and
this weird strength about me, this air that seems like a feisty old
yeah, I mean,
dwarf.
it's like look. This stout looks like it could be just as strong as any dwarf, or the strongest of dwarves, or something like that. And
So I'm
then
like 2.5 feet tall then. I'm just a little dude.
yeah, stouts are like they're about the same size as dwarves. They're
Oh,
taller,
okay.
but I think
So I'm
they're
like
just not as buff or anything like that.
4
I
foot
think
or like 3'8".
so. Then John, you as beautiful as you are as a high elf, you still um you hate the idea of bathing regularly. Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna help this old lady out. I'm gonna kind of calm her. Like, what's going on? Are you all right?
She's okay. She's all she says is, "Get them off of me! Get them off of me!"
I'm gonna reach up. Imagine she's a lot higher than I am because I'm pretty small. And put my hand on her mouth, and I'm gonna just kind of lean and whisper in her ear. If you keep yelling, we all die.
Yeah, but she's still yelling. I mean, she's not. She's not
All right.
listening to you. She does not care what you have to say. She seems to want them off of her, whatever they are.
Okay.
You
So I'm
see
gonna go
nothing
over
on
to the
her,
elf.
by the way.
I'm gonna go right in his face, like right in his face, like nose to nose, just breathing heavy into his face. Can you fight, elf?
She's still screaming though.
That's fine. I got a plan.
Yes.
That's great. Can you fight?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna undo the strap. I'm gonna go stand on this side of the door, and when they come in, because I hear this lady screaming, I'm gonna
Yeah,
hit them over the head with whatever I can find.
There's some footsteps coming down. Kind of, they're not like rushed or anything. Pretty casually. You hear like there's some whistling too.
All right. So looking at the door, are the hinges on the left or the right? So which way is this door gonna open?
It's gonna the hinges are on your the from your right side.
My right side. Okay. So then I want to be on the left side of the door, so I don't get hit by the door if it opens.
Okay.
I'm gonna press myself against the wall
I
and
go
kind of
right.
get ready.
Okay.
Go like this.
Okay. Make a stealth check then.
Oh, I get a bonus to that. Oh, that's a whole 11.
Okay. John, what are you doing?
What do I? I'm gonna go right behind him, and I.
You also want to hold your breath?
I look
not try to
around the
bump into
room
anything?
for a weapon.
Okay. You can find like a little desk table thing, just a little table that's has like trays with pill bottles and whatnot, and cups next to one of the beds. Like trays, tin cups.
Okay.
Footsteps are getting closer. Oh, by the way, let's get you on my settings, your display name. Let's type your name in there. I think that's how you would do it.
On display settings. I don't know. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So steps are coming.
I take the tray.
Okay, so you're armed with a tray. Okay.
And I go behind Goldrath.
So the door opens. Just keeps walking out.
All right. What do I see when this individual walks in?
It's a hooded, or I'm sorry, a cloaked character. The hood is down. It's a man, a human. Looks like a human with long hair, back, and a big old, like a brush behind the ears, and a big old beard, bushy beard. Just generic black cloak. Nothing too fancy.
All right. So as soon as this guy, like the door opens, an individual casually walks in, I want to try to just, since I'm kind of small and stout, some would say, I want to just uppercut straight into the nads.
Oof. Okay. Okay. So, wait a minute. You got an 11. on that. So. Shoot. I think it's here. 1 sec, guys. Where'd it go? Shoot. Okay, I just had a few pages I didn't open up. Usually have all my PDFs good to go. Okay. So your last move was to uppercut. You need to right in the nads. Go ahead and roll to hit. Beat a 14, but you have advantage. You can roll twice and choose the highest.
What do I need?
14.
And then with my strength bonus, I add that to my to hit, correct?
That's right.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit with a 19.
All right. Okay. So deal some damage then.
Unarmed, presumably, is that 1 to 2, or
we're gonna call that a 1 to 4.
1 to 4?
Yeah.
Okay. And then does the +4 go to damage as well?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna kill this guy with a dick punch. Okay, 5.
So you punch him right in the dick for 5 points. As he collapses on the ground and just starts coughing, you hear him go, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
He's like on his knees right now.
Yeah, he's
like eye level now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab him by the scruff of his shirt. And I'm gonna use my intimidation on him, and I'm gonna say, "Where the fuck am I, you human scum?"
Yeah, the whole time I'm just like standing there watching it happen. Like, it's safer back here.
Okay. As you try to grab him, roll 14 again. Try to beat a 14 again.
I did not.
Okay, yeah. So as that happens, then he places his hand right on your right on your face, and then
Right on my face.
and then you black out. You black out. So
what?
Go ahead and just.
Oh,
like from metagame, just you don't even hear this. Okay, John, what do you do?
All right, I'm out.
I stare at disbelief at that, and then I run at him with my tray.
Oh shit! Okay. Okay. So you're attacking him. You're charging him, huh? Okay. So you would have to beat a 14 if you're trying to attack him.
Okay. For a
So yeah. So roll to hit. Roll 20. I forget. Audience. He's got. John is pretty much completely new.
Yeah.
Roll 20.
Okay.
And then on your character sheet, your strength modifier. Go ahead and add that on the first page on the left side.
10.
So any modifier would be like a plus or a minus. So what did you roll?
A 16.
Okay, so that hits him. Go ahead and roll 4-sided die.
Okay. A 2.
Okay. So you actually do hit him. Where do you hit him? So as this really feisty hobbit is just kind of like taken out of commission, you're gonna hit this guy the tray. How do you hit him? Or where do you hit him?
In the head.
Right in the fucking head. Jesus, dude.
This
Like
poor
the
guy.
back of the head.
Okay, he's gonna like, you know, he's pissed. He's pissed now, and so he yells like, "Enough! Stop! Stop!" And then
Come on,
he's
old lady,
gonna
help
let
us.
go of you, and then you guys are gonna hear some footsteps coming from downstairs or from upstairs. They're gonna start actually running down, and he's just not. He's that's what this man did. This bearded man.
So he takes his hand off of me. So I'm back.
You're back. You're back.
I'm gonna spit.
You hear him
Filthy
say,
magic user. I want to go straight for the jugular with my teeth.
"Okay, okay, the fight's still on." Okay, so
I believe I have a proficiency now because of my level in my class with grappling. I don't know if that counts as grappling at all.
let's find out. Yeah. So grappling. Wait, is this like that's a proficiency? A skill
It
proficiency?
said it was one of my class skills, yeah. So I'm proficient in grappling now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I don't know what that means at all, to be honest with you, but I have that now.
And okay, let's go ahead and do like an athletics check.
You got it. Oh man, 10.
Go ahead and roll that again.
9. Kill me.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm
so
smaller than
as
the
you're
whole
coming at him,
time.
you kind of see like you get one of those Spider-Man moments, like he's coming slow mo. You can tell it. He's got you here. He's just a better grappler this time around. He's gonna do the same move, and you're blacked out
It's because I'm
again.
smaller
But
than
then
normal.
then this time, John, you see his you see Golmdreth walk
Golmdre.
Golmdreth walk back towards, kind of like just like real emotionlessly walk back towards that bed, just kind of lie down in it. Actually, we should have you do oof, it's gonna be brutal, but if you want to resist with a charisma. No, let's make that I think I want to say it's where did it just go?
I don't think so.
Make
'cause
a
my
wisdom.
charisma is
You can do a wisdom check
Yeah.
for
Okay.
probably too much. Oh no, I'm sorry.
With Steph or
Nigel,
Golmdre?
if you want to beat a 17.
Okay. Here
If
we
you want
go.
to try to beat a 17, you can still move and shit.
Golmdre returns to the bed,
Okay.
placated.
So you plop on the bed. The footsteps are getting closer, but this bearded man is now he turns to you, John.
Okay. Oh, he just like doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What was your move? So you saw so all within like 30 seconds you have, you know, he gets kicked in the nuts, and then like you hit him in the head, and then he like he's no, so he gets kicked in the nuts, and then he captures this guy, then you hit him in the head, and then as soon as that guy tries to bite him in the neck, and then he does the hand thing again, and then that happened in like 30 seconds.
Then I just ask him, what was that about?
You guys tried to escape. That's what happened.
I ain't gonna fuck with that guy.
Okay, well, I'll be on. Okay, this is him speaking. I'll be honest. You seem to be doing better, despite the savage attack. Ah, shit. He looks, and there's some blood. He checks his hand. He snaps like that, and then Nigel, you're back at it at this. Okay, so at this point, more hands come, or I'm sorry, more feet come running in. You have two other figures now. One is rather thin, small, but you can see pointy ears behind, a mask and a hood, but pretty short for an elf in a female shape. And a male elf who's wearing this really, really fancy bathrobe and slippers. He's holding he's holding a toothbrush. So they come running down, and then they're standing next to the bearded guy in the middle.
And I'm back.
And you're back. You're back. John Woo's back. He was just told, tried to escape, but he looks like he's doing better.
All right, so I'm gonna climb down from the bed. Of course, it's the fucking elves. I want to grab this hospital bed. I want to batter and ram right at him.
Chaotic evil.
Okay. By the rules.
Just tell me why I'm here as I'm running.
So as you're charging. Yeah. Okay. Well, try to do this. I try to follow the rules as much as I can.
No one kidnaps Golmdreth and turns him into a halfling.
Yeah, okay, here's what we're gonna do. If you wanna be able to keep charging, then beat a intelligence check, or sorry, a wisdom check of 17.
Come on, baby. Oh, my die rolled under my computer. Tits. All right, I don't keep charging.
You're gonna keep charging?
I don't.
You don't? Okay.
I'm gonna stop
Okay.
dead in my tracks.
Yeah. So as you're trying to charge, but you just freeze.
I glare at the elf.
Freeze in motion.
I just kind of nodded.
Yeah, you go from like, tell me why I'm here, just you can't even hear, or you can't even move.
All right.
So he goes like, okay, just relax. We don't want to have anyone sedated. We don't, but you're in a safe place. Just try to relax. There's a lot going on here. And how are you feeling? Let's talk about you. What do you have questions? Like we are. I am the Witch Baron. You may not know me. Welcome to my hospital.
Where are we? What is a witch baron?
Okay, I recognize your mannerisms from before, but maybe you don't remember me. I'm that really rich guy from before who is just trying to save the world. Maybe you don't remember me. No one else was really trying to do anything about the situation, the situation. So do you know the situation? And he looks at the stout. Are you aware of the situation?
I'm aware that I woke up bound with a screaming old lady that was just shouting her head off despite my best efforts to help her in a form that I don't much recognize.
Well, are you
aware of my situation?
I am.
Witch Baron?
I am. You got to understand that a few moments before, that was not your state. It would not have felt like your physical state. You were definitely not in that mental state. You weren't here in this place per se. Where were you last? That is my question. Where do you believe you're from? This
Well,
this
last I
body has
remember,
been here this whole time, but
I was, just setting up camp with my pony, Farron. It was a lovely night. The stars were shining, the moon was bright, the fire was roaring, and I was about to sit down to some lovely mead. And yet here I wake up with this screaming nag in the corner.
understandable. It
Bam.
happens. We're doing the best we can. This is a phenomenon that we're trying to keep contained. We don't want this to be known by the wrong people, and hopefully we can just get a better understanding to better control this situation. We try. We've done all we can to best control to understand the situation. Our control for the situation is we have. Congratulations, you're a gifted individual. Turns out not everyone can do things that you do. What you can do, we'll find out perhaps. But these individuals, they seem to come and go within this world, and the tendency is that they claim to be from other worlds. We're trying to understand the best we can, but I mean, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. So you have a pony, huh?
Loyal beast.
Loyal beast. I'm not the professional here. I should let my hand here. It's his lab. I'm just funding the operation. And he's going to refer to the bearded fellow. And says, "You are amongst the cult of Yog-Sothoth. We try to gather as much knowledge as we can before we make actions. We think that we have a system here where we can tell if you guys are going to be good or evil. We can work this out. We never know. We never know when we're going to get aid from the beyond in this form. We believe that you're from alternate dimensions, to put it. We believe that your minds and souls are being transported elsewhere, and we believe that the almighty great Yog-Sothoth is handing us this key so that we may learn something new. That's how we like to look at this. But we've tried to understand the situation best we can, help you out. But hopefully you feel safe here. Hopefully, I mean, if you want to leave, that's fine. But we try to provide this environment where we can explain at least why you're here, and then we can at least try to, and then we can hopefully work together. If that's something that you'd be interested in, or I don't blame you if you just want to leave. You guys want the tour? I take it you guys want to leave all the looking around, all these screaming bodies, and let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs. Okay, so then the bearded fellow, the bearded human, goes aside, offers you guys to walk past. The witch baron's in front. Hooded elf lady, staring you guys down still. She hasn't said a word.
I'm going to walk towards them. Yeah, I'm going to fall in behind the elf, and as I walk past the bearded man, I give him one of these. Psych. And I'll give him a little wink and a smile.
Okay.
And I'll
Please,
fall in line
after you.
them.
Let's get you guys some water. Let's get you out of these clothes. So as you walk up this stone stairway, going up, some torches. There's just small talk about where where he came from before here. Just getting your whole story. So he's like, so you're a dwarf?
Though I may not look it.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. That happens because you definitely look like a hobbit. And you how you feel about being a high elf this time around? Last time you got pretty lucky and you became a wood elf.
Definitely feel taller.
Lucky.
You smell cleaner.
It smells clear.
So you guys leave the stairs into this banquet hall. Looks kind of like, about the size of like in the haunted mansion. And a table and a fireplace at the end. Spooky chandeliers. This you're in this architecture around. It's stone and like red carpet, but it's not like early or high medieval ages. It's late or even like early Renaissance kind of looking. I'm trying to think of do you guys want anything to drink or eat? Do you guys want to talk about
Mead.
more about? We do have mead. Let's get some mead. Let's discuss what you guys want to do next. Let's they bring out pitchers of mead. They're gonna go ahead and just bring out some food. The witch baron sits on one end of the table, pulls out he has the fanciest chair at the table, and he just starts going casually going to town and some food. Just like another tray passes by him. The waiter's like, oh, thank you, just grab some, So
Do you have a phone book or perhaps some pillows you could stack for me? I could sit on the bench.
Oh yes, please. And he claps, and then he has one of the there's an elven. I'm sorry. There's a human butler comes by, and he offers his hands out. He's like, "May I?"
You may not.
He opens the. Okay, so
I can do this myself.
okay. So you waddle up on the chair, on the extra tall elven chair. We assume you pass the strength check. So he says, "Well, yeah, we keep the gifted down there. Sometimes they come and go. They come back, and different personalities, to say the least. We've learned that we can trust them when they reach stable states. Sometimes they can be trusted. Sometimes they can't. But they tend to be just more stable. So now that I can see that you guys are in such a stable state, we can talk. I mean, are you guys? Or I imagine you want to get home, but we don't know how to do that for you. So if you have any questions, I'm sorry. Just go ahead and.
Is there anything you do know how to do? Because you've offered a lot of things that you don't know how to do so far.
There's one thing that we're working on. We haven't tried it yet. Should be pretty sweet if it works out. What we do know how to do is.
And that thing that you're
Well,
trying to do is.
We'll show you that. Let's step outside. Okay, so then all three of them they start heading out in that direction. They're just kind of like beckoning you over to the on the other side of the dining room. There's big double big fancy double door. On the outside, they open it. On the outside is green. It's very green outside. but the clouds are dark and gray. It's not nighttime. It's just kind of foggy outside. You hear seagulls, and you hear and you smell salt water, and you can see that right past the grass, right in front of you, is just a cliffside that tapers off, and you see the ocean in the distance, and perhaps along the side, there's less of a sheer cliff, more rolling coastline it rolls towards the coast. But you're on a cliff edge right here, and there's grass around. Maybe off in the distance,
How
some
far is the
trees.
cliff edge? Would you
20
say?
feet. 20 feet away. So you keep as you guys walk out. That's just surrounding you around. And you look back at the castle. He's like, "Well, this is it. This is my castle. This is it. It's freshly built. We just moved you guys in from over there." Points behind him, and there's more of a manor than a chateau. It's not as big. It's like, this is the old one. This is the new one. Thanks to the help we've been receiving from our special patients. Now what can we do? What we're trying to do? We're trying to make this baby fly. We're trying to make this baby fly. We can get it to hover, but we believe we can have this take us to different planes of existence. Could come in handy to we don't know where to start tracking down these talismans. We believe that these talismans of Nyarlathotep, we believe that they could all be in this plane of existence, just being used by civilizations around here, whether they know it or not. But we also believe that we may need to go elsewhere, just in case, maybe even to different times in the future, in the past. Who knows? But this bad boy should be able to take us there. You guys, looking forward to you guys want to try it out? You guys want to go for a spin? Want to go flying?
Is it safe?
I don't know. We've hovered a good 30 feet in the air.
And when you hover, does it go over the water?
We have gone over the water, but we're just trying to take it as high as we can. Oh, you don't want to go over the water?
No, I would like to get a pony and a fresh set of clothes, and maybe this elf friend of mine that's pretty handy with a tray, and we can go find someone who knows what they're talking about, unless you have any idea of what you want from us or something you could do.
Oh, that's the thing.
Seeing as I have nothing of my past belongings, I need something. So are you going to be useful and tell me something, or are you going to continue to tell me stuff you think that can happen?
Well, we can definitely get you some gear that we have lying around. I mean, I don't know what you think you had before. We can't supply
I'll
that.
Take an
Yeah,
axe let's take a tray.
Let's take it to the armory. Let's get you geared up. And we'll take you to the stable. We can do that much. So they start leading you that way and walking you in. As they walk you to the armory, you find all the kind of gear that you would have had. You're offered free samples of each that you might have been equipped with before.
I want to extend my little halfling hand to the elf. I'm Golmdreth, by the way.
Golmdreth.
Pretty handy with the tray.
Okay.
To the other elf,
okay.
The tray elf.
Gotcha.
My buddy in prisonerhood.
Nice to meet you. I am Vanderos.
Yeah.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baneros. Thanks for
At the-
having my back. Surprising for one such as yourself.
At this point, you kind of realize it's mainly just the witch baron fella, the fancy looking dude dressed out. He's still in like his fancy slippers and stuff. He's showing you around. The bearded man looks pretty annoyed with you guys at this point. He's not really given as much attention. He kind of more just like rolls his eyes, scoffs at this point. And the lady elf, she was all quiet before, but while she was outside, when you guys were outside, you guys went back in. She stayed outside. So you get your gear. You're at the stable. You get a pony. There's amongst some horses, an ox, a bull, and then at this point, you have looks like a miniature version of a Zerg Overlord from StarCraft. If you guys know what that looks like. Gross, alien-looking jellyfish thing that just like in the air. So one of these through the stable comes around the corner, comes flying in, and you wouldn't expect it to sound like a beautiful, elegant lady elf, but it opens its like tentacles, and then you hear the voice, "Inquisition's on its way. Move."
Was this before or after the armory?
You're geared up. You have your pony, and I imagine Brother Beneros is with you. So the jellyfish thing leaves. Eldrad's like, "Oh fuck. Okay, we got to get going." You guys want to tag along? I mean, long story short, we hire private security contractors. We tend to trust the ones that don't try to kill us if they stabilize after leaving that room. Or not, or you can stay, but we're gonna get booking. Okay. I gotta go. And he just starts like backing out. As he's backing out, he a crystal from his belt goes in his hand, and then as it goes in his hand, then two blades come out on either side. And he's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna be out there," and he runs. He just leaves the stable, and you start hearing orders shouting. You don't hear that many voices around. Maybe like all the footsteps, and you hear like clanging, clattering of armor and weapons. Maybe like 20 right now. So that's where you guys are at.
I'm gonna look at the elf. What has the elf grabbed from the requisitions room?
I have grabbed a short sword and a shield.
Okay.
With, it's a shield with a talisman on it.
Okay.
When you look at me, I have a big ass axe and two smaller axes at my sides, and I literally am just wearing a fur cloak.
Nice.
And like pants, I guess. Obviously. Well, the Inquisition is here, and they tend to trust people that don't kill them when they stabilize. I may or may not have tried to kill them when I stabilized. Was that them telling me that they don't trust me?
I think we should follow him.
You hear
You think so?
battle horns.
Little jellyfish thing, are you still in here? Can you ride, elf?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop on my pony. I'm gonna ride out into the corner. I'm gonna just kind of look around and see what's going on.
You're right out there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of push open the door. And I guess I'm not riding. I'm gonna be holding my horse. I'm gonna lead my horse out, or the pony, sorry, and open the doors and kind of look around and see what's going on out there.
Okay, so out of the stable, you're still inside the confines of this castle, and you see some men running up on the walls. There's really like not that many. It's kind of like that the movie what is it, like Ironclad, when they defend that castle.
Okay.
There's probably like that many people defending this one castle. But
Is
then
there anyone near me?
anyone near you? At that second, a guard runs past you. You see someone in front of you.
I want to grab his cloak as he runs by. Hey, you.
He stops. He's like, "Whoa! I gotta
Are
go.
we
I
on
gotta."
an island?
Wait, what'd you say?
Are we on an island?
He's like, he just goes like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He just runs and he goes to his post. So yeah, so like you can't really see past the walls all around you. You're when you were looking outside on the cliff, when you it didn't look like you were on an island. No, you're like on a coast.
Okay.
That you on the opposite end, it looked like it kept going. The land kept going.
Hey, Binaros, elf name. Do you know what the hell the Inquisition is?
No idea.
Well, we have two options here. You want to go, or do you want to stay?
Let's go.
Let's go.
We should follow him. We need
No,
some
do you want to go follow him? So we want to stay here.
No, we should go follow him.
I'm gonna hop on my pony and just trot across the courtyard, looking for some semblance of a gate out of here.
Oh shit. Okay. You do see them. Some guys on either side, like twisting those the handles with the slowly lowering this iron gate. Seems slow enough that if you wanted to leave, you could.
All right, looking out that way, kind of peering out. Does it look like there's a bunch of bad guys kind of out that way?
So right through the gate, you do see a good 35 men at arms. Lots of sticks with different kinds of blades on them, and led by a fully clad, full plate armor individual on a horse. The horse is decked out too, as well as a horse next to this person. With this person is dressed also on a horse, and the person's dressed a lot nicer and has a wide brimmed hat all around, like a
All right,
little hanky down.
cloak
Here.
off, throw it over the pony, smack the pony, send it off. I'm gonna go climb up onto the wall. I'm just trying to roll out, see if I can stretch a little bit.
All right.
Got my axe in hand. All right, doesn't look like I can go anywhere, so here's to fighting.
All right. John, do you have a preferred way you defend a castle? You've got a hobbit with axes on this, who's tatted and hairy like a dwarf on the walls there, just in between the battlements.
So
Getting
he
ready.
wants to fight this jellyfish monster instead of following the magistrate guy.
The jellyfish thing.
Is that what you're saying?
You see it like on the shoulder of the elf lady with the who wasn't speaking before. I mean, as she is hauling ass up one of the stairs onto a tower. She's trying to get on top of a tower.
So I could follow her.
I mean, you can do it anything you want.
And he just went straight to the gate.
No, he was deciding if he wanted to stay in the castle or leave the castle, and he chose to try to defend one of the walls from the guys that are approaching.
Oh, okay. I'll follow the girl.
Okay, so you're going up the tower. Alrighty.
All right, so we split the party.
You're not that far split from each other.
I guess in that moment, can I look to see if the elf followed me, and if they didn't, I want to stick by the elf side.
Oh yeah, definitely. So you both are following the hooded female elf up on top of a tower, and now you hear the gate officially close. But these guys are getting closer, and they do have 3 siege ladders with them. You do have the guys and the horses. They park their horses right out in front of the gate, and they're kind of behind the guys as you have 3 ladders now, that are up against the walls, and people are climbing up them. People are getting shot off of them. Maybe like 20 guys fending. They are outnumbered at this point.
And we're up in a tower with the she elf.
At this point, you guys reach the top of the tower. You see.
All right, this is where I thrive.
Okay. Any do you have any? You guys have clear shots. If you want to take any shots,
I want to kind of ask the she elf, why am I killing these guys?
I don't know why you are, but I am, because they're trying to attack my home.
Will they kill me since I'm here?
If you use magic, they'll try to at least control you.
I ready my longbow.
All right, you can take a pop shot if you want.
I will.
Okay, so one of these goons, these not too heavily armed goons, is going to be 12 to hit him. As he's climbing up the, I don't know where you're shooting. There's 3 of those ladders kind of around. There's on this tower here. It's gonna be one. There's 2 to your right, 1 to your left. But they're climbing up onto the walls on either side of the tower. They're not attached to the tower. They're not climbing to the top of the tower.
Okay.
But yeah, you need to roll a 12 to hit someone if you're trying to shoot one of them.
Okay. I rolled a 7.
And you whiff. You whiff. It goes past. It goes past. Just the one. Yeah, actually.
Great shot.
You get 1 shot.
I just woke up.
And that's your move.
I'm glad that you just woke up and we have continued our pattern of trying to kill everyone that we see. I like you, elf.
These people are different.
Of course, we kill people that are different, don't we?
That's not what I mean.
It's what you said. I'll remember that.
All right. Do you have any ranged?
I do.
Goldenrith?
Is the guy with the wide brimmed hat within a javelin's range?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is so down from the end of the ladder. He's probably within 10 feet from the end of that.
All right, I want to just
Like
kind
20
of
feet up.
huck one of my javelins towards that guy and see if I have any ability to throw a javelin.
Yeah, you probably do. Probably do. This fucking guy. Where is this guy's stats? I think you need blah 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 blah. A I really hate how long the monster manual takes to load because it's so huge. Like 400
Also,
pages in there.
while that's loading,
Yeah.
with ranged weapons, dexterity bonus goes to that.
Yeah, to hit,
Sweet.
and I think damage too. So you need a 15 to hit.
Well, this sucker, this foreign guy who's different than me, is gonna eat one of these javelins that I threw. This one's for you, Baneros. He's gonna take a whole 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. So you hit him, it gets him like right in the shoulder here, and then it just kind of like tears his skin there because he's not wearing much armor. He's kind of dressed. He's dressed nicer of anyone there. See some blood splatter out. That's about it. And he grabs his arm. He gets back at it. At this point, you see him draw crossbow.
Oh my god.
Okay. And then
I'm gonna yell after I start. I'm gonna yell at him. Get up here, you Klasbrak, which means the flawed who aren't to be trusted in Dwarven.
Never know. Would never have known that. So you see, at this point, Elf Lady says, "All right, good luck, guys. Hold the fort. Hold the fort." And then she disappears into mist.
All right, good fight, Elf Lady. Again, turning your back when we need them the most. Classic elf move.
All right. You do notice that a lot of the guys fighting with you are humans. They are not elves.
I give him one of these.
They seem to be they speak some different languages. Some look kind of different. They're hired. They look different from each other. They you assume that they're a mercenary warband. Okay. Guys should roll for initiative because people are starting to climb to the top of the walls now.
Which one is that?
Roll a 20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Oh my god, you just threw me so off. I just rolled a 10 and I was like, hey, I got a 2.
First edition rules. Yep.
Roll a 20 and add your dex.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh.
What'd you get?
20.
Oh, right on. Oh, what'd you get, brother?
I rolled a 10, but I have dex 15.
Okay.
That's
So
a 12.
Golmdreth, then Benaros. In that order, please.
All right, so the hat guy has now taken out a crossbow.
Yeah, he's down there.
Guy's gonna get another javelin because I got 3 more. I don't know where I'm holding all these javelins. I imagine they're just like strapped to my backpack, but that's, you know. Oh man, that one, the wind blew or something, and my arm was tired. Sand in my eye.
Hopefully this one gets him right here.
that one goes a little, just a little way off to the right somewhere.
Sounds going to be another 15 to hit.
Yeah, that's going to be not a 15.
Okay. All right, and that's a done deal. And it hits the ground. Maybe like 5 feet in front of him. All right, what'd you do, brother Benaros?
All right, I got like 5 minutes before I gotta go. So
For sure.
I take out my longbow and I aim at the guy again.
Okay. 15 to hit.
16.
Okay. You're adding dexterity modifier and stuff?
Is it 15 plus 2?
Whatever you roll, you add 2 to it. That's your dex modifier.
Yeah, so on
plus
your
2.
Yeah, on your character sheet on the top and on the left, you have those 6 numbers, and each one has like a plus or a minus, or it might not.
Okay. So 16 plus 2.
Okay. Oh, so that hits. That beats a 15. And what kind of damage do you roll?
A D8. 7.
You rolled There you go. Where does it hit him? That's pretty.
In his crossbow arm.
Got him right in the arm. Okay, so that's gonna it's gonna piss him off a little bit there. He's gonna have to switch. He's gonna have to switch arms. He's not too used to that. He's gonna take a turn doing that. Okay, so that's that turn, and then or I mean that's your guys' move. That turn when. Okay, so yeah, so on either end of the tower, there are these walls, all kinds of clatter, fighting going on there. But then the castle starts to shake, starts to rumble. So you guys make a acrobatics check. Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna fall on your butt. You're gonna drop your weapons. You're gonna kind of fumble around for a little turn there. What'd you get, John?
A 9.
Yeah, you as well. So you guys are kind of just fucking around there for a few seconds. You hear all around you, just people are like, "Whoa, whoa." Yeah, it's just rumbling sounds, and eventually you hear you feel a big old jolt as it actually, and then you start to slowly rise up, and by this time, let's see. Okay. By the time that you do get your weapons, and you do get up, if you were to look down, you would see that the castle has just like left the the ladders behind. There was a knight down there and a wide brimmed hat fellow down there. They did not maybe 15 men at arms still down there. There's probably a good 8 left on here. If you want to do house sweeping, house cleaning. If you wanted to meet
take
grind
my axes
some.
out and go tromping down the stairs to help with some house cleaning.
Yeah, you would need to hit with a 12.
Oh shit! Why did I do that? Hey, I hit with 1 and hit 2. Ew. Well,
let's roll for damage. It's like a sword and a buckler. 11 damage. So he's gonna parry and buckle away one of them, but then as he exposes his arm like that, then the other axe just comes and dismembers his arm, and he's just bleeding the fuck out right now. He is on his knees. He's still alive, but you would guess that he's fucked the next turn if he were to do something.
I'm gonna give him a little mercy. Grab him by the collar and just cut his throat with my axe.
Just gonna finish there. Finish it right there. There's still some.
I don't want him to bleed to death. Too
still
slowly.
Some fighting going on around here. It's like 10 of your guys left and 7 of those guys left. But if you want to keep fighting,
I gotta go.
You gotta go. Okay. So at this point, these guys slowly die. But as you see below, the brimmed hat figure gets smaller. He's just staring right back at you. Eventually, you see him get back on his horse. In the night, you see the shining of his armor eventually just disappears beneath clouds, and all you see are clouds. And eventually, you guys get a memo from from a generic servant after all these men at arms are just mopping up the bodies. They're walking around and like slitting a few throats from moaning men still. And then you're asked to go to the prayer room, the study.
I will go to the prayer room.
You will go.
Mhm.
Okay. So while you're in there, or while you walk back in this manor, or I'm sorry, the this Renaissance era looking castle. You know, it's not the kind where it's like the battlements are more and the towers are more for show. It's not quite like effective, you know. Anyway, so that's just the architecture of the time. Anyway, so like on the inside, in the study room, there are a lot of books around this empty middle section. There are some chairs and couches on the side, but in the middle, you see sand and drawn in a circle, but also designs around it. You smell all kinds of burning smells you've never smelled before. You actually get kind of lightheaded when you inhale it. Actually, each of you guys make a constitution. You add your modifiers.
Is that 20?
You got a 20. Well, yeah, that is a 20. That is a 20.
Okay.
I got a 17 with con bonus plus 3, so 20.
Okay.
I got 15.
Or plus 21, actually. Sorry.
You guys remain conscious during that experience. And in it's those three same individuals as before that are they're chanting, and you hear them in different languages, just kind of shifting around, just doing this ritual stuff. In the middle is the bearded man. In the middle of the circle, he's reading from a book, a very old, and it is black leather on the outside. You can't make out what the cover of the book looks like, and you can't recognize the languages on the inside. You do see some of the words are shifting on the inside of the pages. He seems to be the main orator, and the others seem to be lesser in the hierarchy of performing this kind of ritual.
Okay.
But yeah, they're just going to town, burning incense, lighting candles, all kinds of, and then the languages sound inconsistent. The smells almost mixed together as if they shouldn't, and the designs of sand, they just don't really match up. But they're all busy at it, and you can feel almost like you feel in an elevator that you're still moving upwards and upwards as it gets colder and colder. We'll leave it there. Yeah, there's all kinds of backstory that doesn't even matter unless you ask. So I'm not even going to get into it.
Okay, then. Thanks for.
Yeah, I mean, I might. Okay. So if any viewers even made it this far, there's a whole. I'll probably post about it. There's a whole lore. Maybe I'll put it in the description. Like an entire lore that only the players, as of now, they only know. And eventually, once we get into more politics, they're they're gonna run into people that don't know what they know. They're gonna have to explain what they know or not explain it. It's up to them. You know, it's just about knowledge being really useful, but not everyone knows it, and not everyone perhaps even wants to know it. It's just about what you guys do with that. It's up to you, but you pretty much have the International Space Station is like all yours, and you can teleport wherever to get shit done. All the shit that you saw in the lore video that the audience has no idea is now. But yeah, I just wanted to introduce the flying castle and the mechanism where you go anywhere in the world to get done whatever you need to get done. That somehow took almost I think it's taken 11 months to get to this point of the story, and what do you know? There's no remaining original players.
Well, you can't all make it.
Yeah, I might condense down that. Yeah, I might condense the video more or not, but we'll see. Yeah, there you go, man. 9:51. We went 1 minute over. But yeah, you got a flying castle, and you guys have all that story stuff, so it'll make more sense. I mean, now it's like, I don't know, you're stuck in a castle, and you're being offered, like, it wasn't expressed clearly enough, but buttloads of money, and like sheer buttloads. If there are any, I mean, okay, John, retrospectively, I mean, yeah, you played for a minute in one of the other quests, but you recognized some of those bodies. They seemed to be in an unstable state down in that room down there. But confined. They weren't getting away. They're along for the ride. If they want to conveniently hop in, maybe they will.
Good playing with you, John.
That's how the game goes.
My back, the Trey warrior. You know,
that was interesting. Yeah. I mean, I try to keep it with, like, you know, I try to use real spells. I try not to fake too much, but also like keep rolling fair. That's my style. But yeah,
thank you, Thomas, for DMing.
No problem.
That was enjoyable.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, hopefully it's in a good spot now. That I gotta redo my map. But yeah, I mean, you guys are like in a fucking spaceship in a global scale. Maybe even
I'm excited to see what else there is to see.
Universal scale story.
Gold dressed statesman. You know, gotta do some politicking out there.
There's gonna be some politicking out there next time around.
Ready. See you next time.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining. And that's a wrap. We'll do XP and all that later.
Sounds good to me.
Deuces. Deuces.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I like what we got going.
I'm just gonna shut off the feed here, but we can keep talking. Deuces, mooses.